guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today is the day we complete StoneBlock 3. Hopefully you guys are ready. So today is the big day, the day that we get everything put together and automated. First things first though, I need to get all of the singularities started and crafted. Now Catalyst use this, the neutron compressor. So I do need all of these blocks and stuff, which are actually kind of easy to obtain since most of them have EMC, other than the neutron ingots. But thankfully, we've had those running for a long time now and should be working quite well. If we need to speed them up in the future, we of course can. But we have 704 ingots, it looks like, which should be enough to definitely get us started here. Now that I have all of the neutron compressors laid out and ready to go, I have my laser IO nodes set on top because this is how everything folds together, right? I've been working on this for a while, trying to get everything sort of set up and inside of a network, right? And today is the day that I get to unleash everything. So all of this stuff that we have been working on thus far and collecting has been routed through this storage controller, and everything is here. And now is the time that we get to actually utilize this and start producing all of our singularities. So how am I going to do this? Well, you might be spoiled by this. We are going to be using a single entangler. And I know you guys have been yelling at me to use the entangled mod. I'm like, just hold on. I'll get to it soon. But this is it right here. And all we have to do is entangle this single block over here. So we click that block and we should be able to entangle to it. I don't think we're too far away. Boop, there it is. And this controller now holding all of our items that we're sending in items super fast, we can now send all the items out super fast as well, including all of these that are needed for the singularities. So as of right now, this is working and it looks like it's working perfectly. So I basically have every single one up here. Look at that. We already have Palladium singularities, 64 of them. What is going on here? I'm just basically putting the cards in and hoping that it's working. What is this one? Some things I think have a craft that I have to do. That is the down, that is the up, and this one is the down. Oh, that's right. I never put these into the system, but I'm going to do that soon. There's a bunch of them. I have several of them stacked up. So yeah, I just need to keep putting these in. And as you can see, they're already working and doing everything flawlessly. Oh, this is too good to be true. I went ahead and swapped all of these so that way they are all producing the uranium at a pretty quick rate. That was something that needed to be done. And then up top here, I have switched this over to a pyrolyzer. You guys mentioned that in the comments that it would probably be a better solution, which this is also running. I may have to add more later on, but at least I kind of have an idea. So that's switched over. That is producing creosote. And then up here, I just added 2 of these to get these running a lot faster. At the moment, I'm working on making blaze cake chocolate, right? Blaze cake chocolate for the chocolate glazed berries, and then honey apples. This should actually be pretty easy since we have more mods than just create, but I do have to get a blaze burner set up and automated for the chocolate. And boop, you pick up a blaze, and I now have myself a blaze burner. We're going to have to align this a certain way. I think like this works. And then we give this some coal. Let's go ahead and hand crank this up. And as you can see, that ignites and that keeps that nice and flowing. So this is going to be something we also have to power, and we're going to have to maintain that. So perfect. So at the moment I'm working on setting up the press. So I need a single egg, sugar, and cinder flour, which I don't have cinder flour just yet, but I will be getting that here soon. So all we got to do is make sure we are able to provide those things. Thankfully, 2 of them are EMCable, 1 of them's not. This should be pretty simple. We just need to say only put 1 of each in here at a time, and I can just do that by dragging these recipes. So I have a red chest. This is going to be the output. This is a whole nother network, and just use a personal EMC link up here and just set Netherack, and this should produce cinder flour. So inside here, We should get cinder flour, and then once we get it, it will put it in here. It's probably going to take a moment just for it to get its first batch. Now the only other thing we need is a extruder for lava. So we need to feed this spout with lava, and that's where thermal's going to come in. And we are going to use ourselves a magmatic crucible. Yes, a magmatic crucible. We're actually going to need 2 of these because, believe it or not, the crucible is also going to need to go on top of here, which is going to be for honey. Yeah, we're going to actually put honey blocks in this. Over here, we have our chocolate. So let's go ahead and get the setup for chocolate. So let's move over to our chocolate setup. I believe I have it right here. So this is going to need milk. So I think I've come up with a solution, and this is going to be fantastic. So over here, I set up a way to turn the actual milk buckets into flowing milk in a tank. And then basically it just sends the buckets directly into here. Then the buckets get voided. And then I need a tank, ender tank. There we go. And get that pulled into this tank. And then I'll take this tank over here. And let's talk about fluids, because this is going to be kind of fun. So back here, I have my 2 ingredients and then filtered normally, right here, filtered normally, just like the other one. But on this one, we have a fluid card, and I can do the same thing with a counting filter to reduce how much fluid goes in here. And so I have reduced this down to what this recommends, which is 250 per operation. And all I have to do now is put a fluid extractor up here and make sure this is set to extract. And you can notice it is only going to put that much in there. Actually, it does not. So it fills the whole thing. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine that it filled the whole thing. Really, it should know that that container doesn't have enough space and should only put that much in there. But okay, well, that completely bypasses everything. Let's hope that it works. Oh my gosh, this is actually all working. I'm so happy and I'm so giddy about this. Okay, let me explain. It may look like a mess, I know, but I just have some vertical gearboxes running down here, 2 vertical gearboxes running into a regular gearbox that's connected here to another vertical gearbox, which is connected to this vertical gearbox. Now, this vertical gearbox is basically making the cake, and then on the other side, I have this going up just single geared ratioed, so it can spin fast enough to make the chocolate milk, which it is making fast enough. And then over here, this is running into another gearbox, which powers this belt, and then another gearbox to power this belt to make sure it is going and this in the same rotation. And then this is just powering this belt over here, which really doesn't need anything else. Now, the only thing we have to do now is funnel. So all we need is the andesite funnels. And so we place a funnel here into the ender chest, a funnel here onto the ender chest, and a funnel here onto the ender chest. And we have automation for all 3 of those create items in a pretty compact area, I must say. So everything is coming together. I'm getting to the last point before we start working on the crafters and getting everything imported in. What I'm doing now is working towards getting all of the singularities going into a drawer. This should be enough. I think there's 23. So yes, that should be enough drawers for all the singularities. I'm going to hand place all those in. But I'm going to go ahead and get all of the importers on here. This is going to import into the system, and it's going to be fast enough on its own. So all the singularities are lined up inside of the functional storage. Whew! This is fantastic. All I got to do now is hook up the cables. And as you can see, nice and empty, and it should be filling all of these up. So when it comes to setting up the filters, here's a tip that I've, of course, found through doing this. As I've set up a ton of filters, I have this pinned to the side. So you can see that these are actually movable. And so you can pin these to the sides of things, making it a little bit easier to do. And so I have this pinned up here. It's a little small, but it does work. And it allows me to go ahead and just drag the item into the filter that I'm going to need. So for example, bread, and I'll just move along to the next item and to the next item. And we should be good for most of these as they're EMCable and they're set up in the refined storage system. And thankfully, we don't need any speed upgrades for these because they're just going to be functioning, and that's what we need. So I've encountered my first crafting ingredient, right? Now for this, this recipe I've drugged down and I was like, okay, is this something that's just a simple craft? And it is. Doesn't have EMC because it has the onions, but it does need to be crafted. So what you can do is put a crafting upgrade card, and I added it to my list over here. So that way I can make a crafting pattern for it. I have them all listed here, all the ones that actually need an auto craft. So let's go ahead and start with fruit salad. So fruit salad is going to go in here, and I just need to make sure that it has EMCable items, and we do have the EMCable items. And all I have to do is put this pattern into a crafter, and it should request this item when it needs one to fill into that slot. So it should just go ahead and force a craft to happen in this crafter. Oh, so I take a deep breath because everything is filtered. Everything is ready to go. There is still one thing I have to do. I'm going to go ahead and entangle the compacting drawer. So that's entangled. And then we are going to link that to this, and this should connect just like that. Hopefully that drawer, that block should be connected, and I now have my external storage. Hook that there, and now I should see neutronium. Yes. Okay, so I now can see all the different neutronium pellets and everything, which is what we need. This, by the way, oh, I kind of made a boo-boo here. I need to put some netherite upgrades in that bad boy. There we go. That's fixed. So all I have to do now, is just hope for the best and hook this cable up. Oh my. Okay. So I noticed not everything is in here, which is kind of scary to me. Okay. After doing some reviewing and figuring out why this isn't working, because we don't have any drives, right, to handle the crafts, that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is actually just make a 1K drive real quick. But as soon as I put this in, it should do the crafts, and these should fill in. As you can see right here, those filled in. These did not, for whatever reason. The fruit salad, for example, it has sweet berries. Do we not have melon slices? We might actually not have melon slices in here, and that might be the reason why. Yeah, so we do need melon, just regular melon slices. And then that can do the craft. So that can complete its thing. Okay, so that's crafted. That did it. Now we need to see what this one is all about. This one's mushroom stew. Apparently we don't have mushroom stew in the EMC. That is all the food done. And it is so beautiful in here. Now, I want to make sure everything else is working. So to do that, I just need to plug that in also. There's the Indus Pearl. And then this, when connected in, oh boy, that right there is the Cosmic Meatball. And last but not least, this is the Infinity Catalyst. And so I hook this in. It should put all the singularities. The only thing I'm missing are the things that we haven't done yet, which is the Indus Pearl, the Ultimate Stew, and the Cosmic Meatball. And that will all be done very shortly, as soon as we have this done. Oh my gosh, I just got to get all of the create power to this, and I'm probably just going to use a steam machine per setup. So it does look like this one setup is able to do it, so I went ahead and set up an ender tank. These are three blocks long, and yeah, this is able to do this. And of course, this doesn't have to be fast. That's the good part. So we don't need it to be fast. We just need it to craft. And I think we can use a depot. I think it places the block on a depot. So hopefully it will place it on there. That way I can just pull it off and have it go into our system. That's exactly what I mean. This is so crazy. We are literally feeding the beast right now. Oh boy. Look at all the food coming together. And wow. Ultimate stew. Oh my gosh. And it spits it all out, including the bowls. That is interesting. And then it does this. It placed everything in, and the craft has started. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to turn it off for right now. We'll probably just use a collection hopper just to collect everything. And we'll void off the bowls and stuff. But yeah, this is awesome. We have ultimate stew. And now I just got to get one of these set up for each one of these. Now to manage all of this, it's actually quite simple. I have a item collector. Make sure you click this and put it into whitelist mode. Whatever's showing is what it is. And I'm whitelisting these. So that way this is the only thing going into the trash can. And then over here, I have these 2 items blacklisted so it doesn't interact. But it is big enough, if expanded to an 11 by 11, to pick up everything in this area, especially if I do a 6x6. That'll definitely pick everything up. And that should drop everything into this barrel. And this is what I want. I want an importer to pull these items out of the barrel in the center. And that should put it into the system. And now we should have everything in here. And as soon as I hook this in, as soon as this gets hooked in, oh boy, it's going to craft it. Oh, yes, this is working. Now, I don't want to automate the other one. I just wanted to automate this particular thing. To craft, there's something satisfying about just handcrafting the final ingot. And that is, of course, what we're going to do. But right here, it's just so satisfying, everything coming together to make the catalyst. And there it is. Our final catalyst. Oh my gosh. There's our infinity catalyst. And look, it's already crafting the next one. So while all this is processing, I'm going to go ahead and get some things cleaned up, get the walls built around these guys, and try to make this area look a little bit better. My goodness, I am so satisfied with all of this. Still got to convert all of this over. There we go. But let's take a look at this. Let's walk through. So I have this area set up, and of course, I haven't even seen it, what it looks like in the dark. Probably a lot better looking than having like full bright on all the time, or night vision. So as soon as this runs out, we're gonna be able to see what it really looks like. So this is what it actually looks like. So as we walk through here, ooh, that's spooky. You definitely need some lighting up here, but I mean, all in all, with everything on, this is fantastic. I went ahead and added some of these large smooth stone tiles over here. This is all still running. Everything's running, by the way, running perfect. So as you can see, this right here, bam, we just ran out of our first singularity, by the way. So that's kind of interesting, and I almost guarantee it's the balloon. Is it the balloon? What is this singularity? That's the Fluix blocks? That one's just going to take time. It might be the balloon singularities. Which one is it? Connected to this one, that red. I tried to put these in order. So, okay. So this one right here is the singularity that is reliant on this. So this setup I knew was going to take a little bit of time to get these singularities out. But yeah. So this one by far is the least quick one. You know what would be good is if I actually had the upgrades inside here for this. Wow, why don't I have the upgrades in? So efficiency, we need all the upgrades in here. So there's those 2 upgrades. But we actually need the other upgrades in there as well. Yeah, that'd probably help a lot, wouldn't it? Let's take one of these. And there we go. And now it should be going as fast as it can go. But yeah, of course, this is our limiting factor. But yeah, at this point, I think we might be able to craft our first catalyst. We are going to need some neutronium ingots and the matrix. So, let's see. Tronium. Let's grab that. Stack of matrix. And we have 60, so we have over a stack of infinity catalysts at this point. Oh my gosh. We're about to make our first 2 infinity ingots. And there we go. Infinity ingots in our hands. Oh my gosh. I just realized I can actually craft more. How many of these can I actually make at this point? 4 more? Okay, it's weird how it goes to like 6, but really there's only 4. So that's 4, 5, 6. How many of these do we need to make the tablet? I'm pretty sure the tablet definitely required quite a bit. It requires 8. So we are so close. We have 6 at the moment. All we need is 2 more, and I literally have everything here. So at this point, I have to take a moment. I have to take a moment and thank you guys for literally watching this series and sticking through with me throughout this entire run. And it has been crazy, but we are about to make the in-game of in-game items. In my opinion, this is one of the best in-game items. And yeah, thank you for believing in me. And we've done it. We have literally done it. I have the rest of the catalyst to make the other 2 ingots that we need. Whew, okay, let's go ahead and craft this. Oh wait, I need to go ahead and make these. These are the only things. The matrix. Oh yeah, the good old matrix. I think this is all I need for the final 2. So the final 2, because we need 8 in total, right? 8 in total. And we're about to make the transmutation tablet. The transmutation tablet done. OMG, man. Yes. That is done. We are saving that for sure. But we're not done yet. No. No, we're not done yet. Let's go ahead and turn this off on the down. And we are going to remove this card for now. So nothing goes in here. But what we're about to do now is kind of crazy. The Tome of Knowledge requires 2 Indus Pearls, which we need to use a hopper for, because if I right-click this Indus Pearl, it will blow up my base. I think this is a troll, but I do not want to right-click the Indus Pearl because it can literally destroy everything. So we have our Indus Pearls. Let's see. Dark Matter Block. I think that's literally it. Dark Matter Block. I'm pretty sure it should have been in my EMC at this point. But there we go. I have a Red Matter Block, 2 Indus Pearls, and our tablet. And this is the Tome of Knowledge. This unlocks everything. Everything. Let's put this in, this, and those. And this will literally unlock everything. I do, however, need to give this a little bit more power. I'm pretty sure I can give it... let's give it, I don't know, 40,000? And yeah, just kind of sit back because it does need 40 million, 400 million, but it will reach that in no time. And at that point, we are going to have everything unlocked. Let's go ahead and pull out another tablet, by the way, because I actually want to take this tablet and turn it into this. So we need Philosopher's Stones and these alchemy tables. And here we go. We are about to have ourselves, I would say, a more advanced tablet. This is the Arcane Transmutation tablet, and it's a whole lot nicer on the interface because you can scroll through here, which is a whole lot quicker. Searching mods, you can actually search by mods like thermal. Oh, it's just so much better. And this gives us access to literally everything. So, as soon as this is done and we click this book, guys, we have officially unlocked every EMCable item, even if we haven't crafted it. I just came over here to check my energizing orb, and it is empty, which means only one thing. The Tome of Knowledge is right there. We have just completed Project E in its entirety, and I would have to say we've nearly completed the entire mod pack. Wow, we just got a bunch of items. Doesn't really matter too much because almost all of these items that we got... Wait, was one of those items a tablet? I feel like that was literally just a tablet that we got. yeah, all of these items, whew, are now ours. We now have everything. Access to literally everything. Let's do this. I think we just... It says unlocks all transmutation knowledge when learned. And I think we learn it. I'm going to put it in a regular EMC. Or do we just put it all in there? Oh my gosh. And I literally have everything now. Everything is now unlocked. What do I do with all this power? I have no idea. Oh my. So guys, I have literally done everything in this mod pack at this point. I have literally automated everything. The only thing left to do is to get the infinity armor, which is just going to take some time. Letting this mod pack literally just play itself. And at that point, we will have infinity armor. But until then, I'm going to have to say, this has been a fantastic playthrough. And I have to thank you guys so much for watching. I have to thank all of my supporters over on Twitch, Patreon, and Discord Premium. Thank you so much for your amazing support over there. If you would, click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a huge thumbs up. Guys, I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.